Hey, my name is Ryan. Thanks again for joining me today. This week I'm going to talk about how you can become a better worship leader. I've heard a lot of worship leaders say things like, the people in my church just don't respond. Or we can't do that song because nobody's going to sing the O's. Or the people in my church refuse to do what I tell them to do. First things first, this is not a people problem. This is a leadership problem. And one of the biggest mistakes we can make as worship leaders is to shift blame in the wrong direction. So stop making excuses and be a leader. We are all insecure. We all want to defend ourselves and we all want to be the best that we can be. But it is so important to remember that this is not about us. And this goes a long ways beyond just the lead vocalist. I'm talking to every single person that is on the stage. So this is in no particular order and certainly not a comprehensive list, but these are a few ways that you can become a better leader in worship. Smile! Put an end to GMF. If you are not enjoying yourself, get off the stage, take your grumpy musician face, and go. It can be work, I get that, but there is great joy in watching people abandon themselves in worship, and this, for you, should be exciting and fun. And if you don't enjoy yourself, how can you expect anybody else to have fun? Yes, worship can and should be an emotional experience, but not every single emotion needs to look agonizing. So stop staring at your guitar or looking at your keys or gazing into the abyss beyond the hi-hats. Open your eyes, look at the crowd, and smile. A smile can communicate a whole lot to your church. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy that you're here. Let's go together and see what God wants to do today. So let's be honest, this is really not natural for some of you. So I would recommend grabbing a mirror and practicing. Have someone video you on Sunday morning and sit down and watch it. As painful as that could be, watch it, take notes, make adjustments. Smile. It's one of the most valuable and powerful things that you can do, and guess what? It's free. Next, check your tone. Now, I'm not talking about your instrument, which of course it is important to get that dialed in, but I'm talking about the tone of your voice. Are we telling the church to worship? Or are we inviting them in to worship with us? Nobody wants to be berated, especially by some yahoo standing in skinny jeans on the stage with a microphone. We have an opportunity to encourage, which is filling people with courage, giving them hope and helping them learn how to celebrate. It is possible to teach your church how to worship without doing a 4-part sermon series on how to worship. You could give just a short, and I mean short, little talk before a song. Encourage people to sing out. Explain why it's so important that we gather together corporately and unite our voices and sing together. And then challenge them. Hey, why don't you try singing just a little bit louder in this next song? Just a note of caution, don't do this every week. A lot of worship leaders are great worship leaders, but not great preachers. Keep it quick, keep it concise, don't do it every week, and don't do it before every single song. To put it crudely, we pay to sing, we don't pay you to preach. Actually, I just remembered something. Odds are, we don't pay you at all. Few and far between. Few and far between. Or you could even give a quick, hey, let's lift our hands as we sing this chorus again, right in the middle of the song. Sure, a full-length sermon or a sermon series can go a long ways in shaping the culture of worship for your weekend services. But if you don't have that luxury, you do have an opportunity every single time that you get together corporately to worship. The problem with a full-length sermon is that we're depending on people to be present at your weekend service. And let's all admit it, attendance is pretty erratic. A full-length sermon requires people to really engage and listen to what's going on. And if your attendance is anything like our attendance, it can be all over the charts. So we need to find another way to communicate and instruct. And let's be honest, the most memorable part of a weekend service is the music anyways. So take the opportunity, tie it in quickly, and give people the opportunity to take a practical next step. Next, get feedback. This is incredibly hard, incredibly humbling, and incredibly effective. Put yourself at the mercy of somebody else and ask for feedback. We've done it all. We've done casual and informal conversations backstage. We've done official evaluation sheets, and I've even videoed and watched myself. Yuck. Whatever path you choose to take here, make sure that you get somebody else involved. Ask a trustworthy leader to give you honest to goodness, gritty feedback. Watching a video of yourself can be really enlightening, but you might be doing some things that you really like. But those same things might be driving everybody else nuts. Look for good things and make sure that you reinforce those habits, but also be aware of things that might be distracting people away from Jesus or things that might actually be really annoying. One of the quickest ways to grow as a leader is to get really intentional with evaluation and feedback. I will include a link below to the eval sheets that we have used with our leaders. Last, but probably the most important one, engage with people when you are off the stage. Who are you interacting with when you're off the stage? Are you just talking to your close friends or staying within your comfort zone? If you want people to engage with you when you are on the stage, you need to make sure that you are engaging with them in conversation when you are off the stage. Not everyone in your church will come talk to you, but I can guarantee you that everybody in your church wants to know that they can come talk to you. Are you available for a conversation, or are you too busy tuning your guitar or hanging out backstage or grooming your rock star-like appearance? Be available to shake hands and kiss babies. Be available to hug people's necks and pray for them. Be available to listen to somebody's story or laugh at their jokes. People want authenticity, and if you are a real person off the stage, they will be much more inclined to listen to you when you are on the stage. I'm Ryan King, and thanks again for watching. If you've got any burning questions that you would like me to address, please send me a message. Please subscribe, like, comment, or share. I'll see you next time.